Hi, my name is Priscilla Oliveira, and I was a year student at the West Coast Urban Training Center. And I have been home for a year, and I am from Victory Outreach Garden Grove. I remember when I was a student, I would always hear alumni just saying how scary transition was and how horrible it was, and just always remembering that they would say, watch, you're going to end up saying you love the UTC once you go home. And my transition has been a little different. I believe everyone's transition is different. When I got home, I went into the D home and I went into the church office full time. I went into the gang team, and that went easy. I eased into it. It was very smooth. It was not a big surprise. So I thought, hey, I missed the transition. That was it. Thanks, God. I enjoy the favor. But that wasn't it. My transition, I believe, started about 3 months, 5 months being back home. And that was just finding myself in the transition, learning about myself and just checking myself. And it had a lot to do with me. When I went home, I thought transition was supposed to be, someone's going to put me through it and someone's going to make me go through transition. People are going to make me feel like I'm in transition, I thought it was going to be the things around me that made transition so horrible. But it was actually me bucking and kicking and questioning and wondering if I was called to full-time ministry and wondering what my calling was, second-guessing it. Second-guessing promises that God made, wondering if I did want to be in the office or if I wanted to just be a Sunday churchgoer, wondering if I wanted to be part of the gang or if I just wanted to be part of the young adults. And that's that was my transition, really questioning myself, doubting myself if I could do it, doubting God and what He told me in the training center. That was part of my transition. And one thing that if I could do it all over again, I would change is becoming a better self-motivator. A self-motivator at all times, at all costs, for everything. In the training center, it's easy to be a self-motivator. Everyone around you is motivated. Everyone around you wants to be great at loving God. Everybody around you wants to be holy and is searching, for a better prayer life and is searching for a better fasting life and reading their word and studying it. Everyone around you in the training center is. But when you get home, you don't have that. They don't speak the same language and you don't find that radical and loving Jesus, in them. And it's not to blame them. It's not to disqualify the people that you're going home to. That's not it. But it's just you keeping it. You setting the standard, you being the one there doing it, and you having that passion and that zeal for it. And that's where I found myself lacking. That I was expecting others to motivate me, and I was expecting others to join me as I was wanting to live my life full-time ministry. And when people didn't, that's when I was so discouraged. That's when I thought, like, this is fraud, this is not what I had expected. This is not what I signed up for, and that's what it is, self-motivation and connecting with your directors, with your staff, connecting with them because they'll always keep you in check. They know you because they've lived with you either 6 months or to a year. You are their ministry from morning to night. And they know you and they love you. I know lots of times Sister Eva will motivate me when I cannot just get myself to do things, to even believe in myself, and that's another thing I would encourage is to connect with your directors and with your staff because they're very important. They're very vital to your transition before and after it. And connecting with your pastors and your leaders back at home, finding out what the heartbeat for the church is, finding out the vision for the city, finding out and making it your own. I had heard about what my city was wanting to do. I had asked about it, but I didn't really ask with such motivation to really make it mine. I didn't really make the heartbeat of my city my own until I've gotten here, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to put myself into the heartbeat what my pastor has and what my leaders have. And so that's what I would encourage, is being a self-motivator, being connected with your leaders at the UTC, your directors and your staff, and really also connecting before you go home with your pastors and your leaders, and praying for that heartbeat. God will give it to you. It's great intentions. He will provide. Enjoy your transition and go home loving it. Don't go home afraid of it or hating transition. It comes with the bloodline of being a UTC alumni. It comes, with the DNA of being a UTC alumni. And so this comes with the package. This is part of the package, and don't hate it. During transition I wouldn't say that, but now I can say that. If I were to do it all over again, I would. If I were to go through it all over again, I wouldn't change anything, because then I wouldn't know what I know now. And just knowing that I could come out of it, it gives you a sense of dignity. It gives you a sense of belonging, that you are an alumni because you've went through it and you survived. So congratulations, and God bless you guys.